Good afternoon and welcome to live coverage of the Dritte Liga, the third league in Germany. It's match day 34 and we have an enormous encounter for you this afternoon. It's Duisburg up against Hansa Rostock at the Schau ins Land Reisen Arena. So two of the big clubs at this level facing off today in the promotion race. Duisburg looking to regain top spot, which they lost midweek. They're now currently in third coming into this, after Würzburger Kickers won last night. And they face Hansa Rostock, who are looking to gate crash the promotion hunt. They're currently fifth and looking strong at the moment, but it's such a tight promotion race. You wouldn't like to predict what's coming next in the closing weeks of the season. So Duisburg are looking to bounce back to the Zweite Liga at the first time of asking in style after finishing bottom of the Zweite Liga last year. They've been in the top three all season long, indeed top since the 13th match date. They've just lost it coming to the close of the season. And they last won the Dritte Liga in 2017. They're something of a yo-yo club. They need to get back up to the second league and cement their place there, but it's looking in some doubt at the moment, even though of course Bayern 2, who are currently top, cannot get promoted. That means that the positions will be shifted depending on where Bayern finish, and so it is all to play for. Well, Duisburg have been out of form of recent times, and they've had a huge amount of injuries as well, including to their captain Stoppelkamp, who is their main man, the top scorer, and also has 10 assists to his name. But at least today they do have Vermey back up front, their second top scorer on 13 goals. But that injury list is huge, with the likes of Bitter, Sicker, Gembalis, Carvina, Sabanci all out, as well as Compare at the back with his experience. And it's no wonder they've been on shaky ground of recent times, including a 1-1 draw at Uerdingen in midweek, despite Carvina making it 1-0 to them. But a blunder from goalkeeper Weinkauf meant it ended 1-1. That means they've drawn their last two matches and they're losing ground at the top. But Weinkauf does get the nod in goal from the coach Thorsten Lieberknecht. And some positivity for today for them. They do have the best home record in the league. They've lost only twice here all season long. But really, they've been average at best in general since the winter break. Well, they'll be looking as well for a repeat of the scoreline from the reverse fixture, which they won 2-1 at Rostock, with Skapanik and Vermey scoring. Nate of Hansa Rostock equalised only 2 minutes after the opener from Skapanik, but it was Duisburg who took the points on the road. But in the first half of the season, Hansa Rostock were bang average, but since the winter break, they have been on fire under Jens Hertel, who you can now see on your screen. And he knows what he's doing at this level. He got Magdeburg promoted from this league in 2018 and was the coach of the year at that time. So quite a swoop for Hansa Rostock to get him in, as Duisburg in their home strip of the blue and white stripes get us kicked off here. Hansa Rostock in their red away kits. So let's see what happens here in this crucial encounter. All to play for. Anything can happen, as Hansa Rostock have profited from the Dritte Liga being so tight, and they've come into form at exactly the right time. They finished 6th last season, and it looks as though they will better that, but as I said, very unpredictable in this league. And they will say they need to go up as well, as they've been pretty fortunate with injuries. John Verhoek, who is a signing from Duisburg, is in, as they've got an early chance here. They're in on goal, and it's blasted over the bar there from Breyer, their top scorer, who got a double midweek. has been in fantastic form. Annihilated Carl Zeiss Jena 4-0 with his double. And he's in here, in behind. And the ball just bouncing up. Gets his foot underneath it, rather than putting his foot through it, perhaps. And no danger in the end for Weinkauf. Well, that was a massive let-off for Duisburg in the opening 90 seconds. And Duisburg will need to get their concentration settled early here, even though they are at home. Of course, we're playing in front of an empty stadium. For the rest of the season, they don't have the Duisburg fans roaring them on. Hansa Rostock, though, as well, they always have a massive away following. As we see Bulow there, just regaining his feet there. He's going to retire at the end of the season, and what a way it would be for him to go out if he could lead Hansa Rostock to promotion. As I said at the start of the programme, they're 5th, and they could go top potentially, depending on results, if they win here. And they will make life very tough for Duisburg with their defensive record. It is the best in the Dritte Liga, conceding only 35 goals, and we're in the 34th match day, remember. And they've been in great form in the second half of the season, as I mentioned, since the winter break. And they've now won 4 games in a row. Started off a little bit shaky after the restart from the COVID-19 pandemic, but those last 4 games really been flying, including that 4-0 win against Carl Zeiss Jena, the already relegated side midweek. That's not really a reflection on this game, though. Of course, Duisburg are of a different quality to that. No offence to Carl Zeiss Jena, but Duisburg, who've been top for much of the season, will cause them different problems, as there's an early corner here. Hansa Rostock starting off on top in this game. Ginterveen earning the corner with that early run forward. 3.5 minutes in here. Let's see if they can get the delivery right here and really trouble Duisburg. Of course, all those injuries really ravaging their side. As here comes the in-swinging delivery. It's up high, and Bulow gets in there. And it's a glancing header in the end when it needed a bit more power to redirect it towards goal. But another let-off, you'd have to say, for Duisburg there. The Zebras not starting well. Thorsten Liebeknecht will be disappointed with the start that his side have made, but Jens Hertel will be very, very happy indeed. Doesn't really look it on the sidelines at the moment, but of course we've got a long way to go. So I'll try and keep you up to date with what's going on in the other games going on at the moment, as we see a deflected effort coming in there from Vermeij at the edge of the box. Well, that just goes to show how dangerous Duisburg can be. And a corner for them, barreling their way through here. And Vermeij arriving right on cue, but deflected wide, and the corner for Skapanik to take. It is a busy day in the league today, as this outswinger, comes in, but the flag raised straight away. The ball just drifting out of play. As already there has been a goal towards the top of the table, with Braunschweig taking the lead against Preußen Münster. As it stands, that puts them in second. Duisburg still in third after being on a point as it stands to go back above Würzburg, who won last night, and Hansa Rostock stuck in 5th. Bayern drawing 0-0 at the top. Absolutely everything to play for. A great end to the season at both ends of the table, indeed. It's a very, very tight league. Almost 2 leagues in one, in fact, coming towards the last 4 matches. As Duisburg just starting to settle, you feel, here, after that chance for Vermeij. Butsen trying to play the ball long here, but that's good awareness from Bullo, just nodding the ball down. Sonnenberg safely back to the goalkeeper Kolke. As we see an aggressive challenge there coming in from Granatowski, and he's felt the brunt of it there, rather than the opposite number Schmeling. Right, Schmeling just trying to shepherd the ball out, and a good old-fashioned shove in the back, and Granatowski looks in some pain here. Well, this could be an early blow for Jens Hertel. Of course, we can have 5 subs. As Duisburg only travelled with 18 players to this match, including 3 goalkeepers. That goes to show how bad their injury list is. They do have a very, very good squad for this level, but it's being severely tested coming towards the end of the season. A long ball up the park here. That should go all the way through. No problem for Kolke. Albertad was the man just trying to chase him down. And the ball being bowled out. Bullo just keeping the ball rolling. As we can see, they're just playing their way into trouble rather than out of trouble there. Hansa Rostock, they've got away with it though. Although they've given the ball away sloppily there, and almost the killer ball through to Vermeij. Lovely attempt from Albutat to find the striker with that first-time slide rule pass. As it looks as though there is going to be a change for Hansa Rostock. So it does look like bad news for Granatowski. It's going to be Hanslik who's going to replace him. And in the opening 10 minutes, that's a real blow for Jens Hertel, whose side started so well. And just as Duisburg have started to settle now, they've got to rejig. Long ball upfield there from Duisburg. Ram looking to find the front players early. As the substitution is now confirmed. So Hanslik coming on for the injured Granatowski with not even 10 minutes played. I mentioned at the start of the programme that Hansa Rostock have been pretty lucky with injuries recently, but that's a blow. Can Hanslik replace Granatowski? He's got 80 minutes to impress. As it's not really given much to work with there with that ball down the line. So 10 minutes played. It remains goalless here, despite a big chance in the opening 90 seconds for Breyer of Hansa Rostock. We've also seen a shot deflected wide from Vermeij of Duisburg. As the ball just released down the left-hand side for Opoku. As Opoku tries his luck again from the corner of the area, rather ambitious from there, and well wide of the target. Well, 2 quality sides here facing off as we see the live table. Bayern top, Braunschweig second, Duisburg fourth, Würzburger Kickers fourth, and Hansa Rostock in 5th spot. But that can change at any given time. looking over the top here, and they might be away again if they can release it down the right-hand side, but it's not exactly the most accurate ball in the world. Well, Torsten Lieberknecht there will be a bit more impressed with his team after a poor opening 4 or 5 minutes at home. Missing the home crowd, perhaps, and of course a host of players from the first team. So throw in the right back area here for Szczepanik. It's easily cleared by Hansa Rostock. Well, it's starting to turn into a very competitive match here. No space out there at all for any of the players to really express themselves. It looks like it might be a little bit of a battle here after a very open first 6 or 7 minutes. As we see another aggressive challenge there in midfield. As Hanslik, it was the sub who's come on already, making his presence felt there. Up against Rahn, I think it is, who went down. Indeed, but he's back to his feet now, the centre-back. Schmeling. It's launched clear by Weinkauf. He won't want a repeat of his antics midweek. He tried to dribble around an attack and failed to do so, allowing a tap in a 1-1 draw, which could be crucial in the promotion race. As a Poku there, well, it was a lovely idea from him. Great disguise of the pass, but it also deceived his strike partner there, Breyer, making a lovely run forward, and then Breyer, I think, thought that he was in an offside position. Didn't go chasing the ball down. Another slide rule pass, and Hansa Rostock could be in again here. That's a very clever ball, and it's lashed over the top again from the edge of the box. Well, another great chance. This time it's Neidhardt who can't find the target, but his balls just down the channels are really causing Duisburg some problems. Compare not back there to help organise the defence, of course, for the home side, and they seem to be missing him at the moment. Well, 15 minutes played and still goalless, but we are getting chances here. Hansa Rostock with the 2 best opportunities so far, though. Well, that's given away sloppily to Gindovean. Couldn't make anything of it initially. And then Kai Bulow stepping in for Hansa Rostock. It's a very calming influence in defensive midfield for them. Absolutely vital. It still covers the ground as well, despite deciding to retire at the end of the season. There he is again, spraying the ball out to the right-hand side for Alschweder, just laying it off, deciding not to attack down the line. And all the way back to the goalkeeper Kolke here. They'll try again from the other side of the pitch. Hansa Rostock. Going a bit quicker this time, looking to release Opoku. It's a tight and nervy one at the moment. You can see that the players realise the enormity of this match in the grand scheme of the Dritte Liga. Duisburg, who have been top of the league for very large portions of the season, suddenly have hit a blip at just the wrong time. And Hansa Rostock have come roaring back into it. There's Bulo in the attacking half. And then that's a poor ball around the corner. Not exactly sure what they had in mind there. Panik with the next throw-in for his side. Looking for options, looking for Vermeij here. It's Bulo who read it better. Opoku just slipping there, and that allows Duisburg to come forward. This is Vermeij again, out to the right-hand side, chance. And Bulo doing his job there again, tracking the run brilliantly to intercept. And that now sets Hansa Rostock on the counter, but that's petered out on the halfway line. Starting to just get a little bit more stretched now. Good signs for this game. Get the feeling a goal from either side would really ignite this one. Schmeling decides to go all the way back to the goalkeeper Weinkauf. Looks as though he's decided today to launch the ball clear every time he has it at his feet, rather than trying to take on the forwards like the other evening. That's a good ball inside. Now Alschweder, Hansa Rostock. Oh, good pressure here at the moment from Hansa Rostock. Alschweder with the throw. It's a short one in and knocked around the corner. This is looking very promising indeed. Alschweder. And the ball across. And closing in was Breyer. Exactly where he should be, dead centre of the 6-yard area. Couldn't quite get the touch on it. But lovely interplay down that right-hand side from Hansa Rostock. Now play racing down the other end for Duisburg here. So Gindovian. He was just twisting and turning, but couldn't find the ball forwards. So Albutat. That's a lovely ball for Skapanik. Slaying it off. Now the long diagonal ball into the box, and it's too straight there for Vermeij. Thumbs up for him for the idea, but it was an easy take for Kolka. Coming up towards 20 minutes played now. And still goalless. But the team's looking a little more adventurous now, after things were looking like it was going to be a midfield battle for a while. Quality game of football all the same. Nice advert so far for the Dritte Liga. As we see a nice little run forwards here. Opoku popping it out to the left. And then that's given away. Just too much on that ball back. Now Ben Balla doing well there. Feeding it forward for Vermeij, who drives through midfield. Now the ball towards the back stick, and that's a brilliant take from Kolka. Well, there was a player just lurking at the far stick, Skapanik there. But the goalkeeper getting there first, reading that situation brilliantly. see a couple of the injured Duisburg players in the stands, including Stoppelkamp, the captain and main danger man for them, playing in midfield. He's on the right-hand side in the cap. As the camera comes back to the game, and a chance there, or half a chance perhaps, just Hanslik unable to get there. Just nudging it forward rather than taking it into his stride there, Hanslik, who came on, remember, in the opening 10 minutes of the game due to the injury to Granatowski. As there's been some big news at the top of the table, as Magdeburg have taken the lead at home to Bayern 2. Well, hope then still springing eternal for the teams following that the championship could be up for grabs. As I said earlier, Bayern 2 can't get promotion, but they would have their names on the trophy should they come top. Well, Duisburg, that should be their ultimate aim, to take the league title after they've dominated for so long, just slipping up of recent weeks. The ball out to the right-hand side and well intercepted. Ben Baller. Good pace just to take him away from a clutch of players there from Hansa Rostock. Now trying to find the run of Vermeer, who looks up and seems to suggest that he had absolutely no chance of getting that ball. Not what he was looking for. Well, it's been intense here in the opening 23 minutes. Still goalless. Hands have perhaps created more of the opportunities. That's ball up. Lovely ball. They seem very well organised, Hansa Rostock. Know what each other's doing. There's Pipic there doing very well. Initially losing the ball and then regaining it with the interception. Riedel. As the ball is let to run there by Pipic, and his teammate's not reading it, he's got to chase back now. As the ball out to the left-hand channel for Vermeer. Going to take a crack here from 25 yards. It's well blocked there. Fantastically so as well from Neidhardt, who read it. Although he did make his intentions rather obvious that he was going to go for goal. Another ball forwards here towards Daschner. Couldn't take it on board. Schweders, again the camera focusing on the missing Stoppelkamp for Duisburg. Of course they're missing his guidance in midfield and his ability to unlock defences as well as score himself. As Hansa Rostock, they're just losing the ball in the final third. Allowing Vermeer to charge forward, but easily closed down by the Hansa Rostock defence there. Schweder with the cross-field ball there, just looking to open up the field for Hansa Rostock. Neidhardt in for Opoku. Ulo looking for the run of Opoku. It might still drop to him here. And in the end, it looks as though the referee says there was a foul in there from Opoku. Not entirely sure about that one. Let's have a look here. Well, he seems to have given it for handball to Opoku, even though it looked completely accidental. But it was an advantage for him after it dropped into his run. So a free kick here for Wijnkalf. Getting it well clear out towards the right-hand side, towards Vermey. Well covered by Bulo. Well, Hansa Rostock have certainly seen more of the ball in this game, and neither side really able to hold on to possession for too long. There's a lot of work is being put into the defending for both sides to press and not give any player any space at all. It's Ryan here. Finally does have some time on the ball, but goes all the way back to Wijnkalf. An interesting game so far, without any real fireworks. Could have started spectacularly with that chance for Breyer in the opening 90 seconds for Hansa Rostock, but he couldn't finish. Flashing the ball over the bar. I don't think that either goalkeeper has been forced into a save as yet. It's too high for Vermey. Again complaining about the service up to him. Knocked forward and a foul in midfield there from Albutat. Hansa Rostock looking to get on with it as quickly as possible. It is in the end fed all the way back to Kolke. And Sonnenberg for Alschwede, who scored midweek. Pipic. Bulo looking to spray it here. It's nodded on towards Opoku. And in the end, it just drifts out of play. The goalkeeper, Wijnkalf, also chasing the ball there, but could allow it to go out of play. Just another danger sign there, though, for Duisburg. As we see a well-won header there, but quite into the run of the charging Opoku. Thorsten Lieberknecht looking reflective on the bench at the moment. Bulo pushed to the ground there in that challenge. Sonnenberg forwards again to Bulo. Oh, half an hour gone here, and goalless in the top game today in the Dritte League. At the moment, Hansa Rostock on top as the next ball comes in. Chance here perhaps for Breyer to get hold of the ball. Defenders just smash it away before he could take it on board. Well, it's goalless, but it's been far from boring. Very absorbing stuff here between two of the big clubs in the Dritte Liga. That's a poor ball forward from Pipic. Perhaps misreading the run of the player going forward there. Could be so different had Breyer converted that chance in the opening 90 seconds. Ian Sertel furiously writing notes on the sidelines. Volleyed pass forwards here. Rather skewed, but Duisburg hold on to possession here. Vermeer looking to get it onto his right foot by the looks of it. Then it slipped through. And Kolke just getting there. Very, very neat idea there. In fact, it was Albutat who played the passes. Next chance here, perhaps. It might open up past the goalkeeper and away just before the line. Sonnenberg clearing. It was Daschner who was in there. Well, all kinds of action going on here. I think Duisburg asking for the penalty. You can see the Albutat saying that there was a kick in there somewhere. There's no way that that's a penalty. Sorry, they're looking at the challenge from Riedel there. On the number 13, Daschner. Let's have another look at it here. No way. No way. Wow, starting to get very tetchy out there at the moment. The pressure starting to tell. So 33 minutes here on the clock. And you just get the feeling there's going to be a goal before half-time. All the players have got to concentrate here. They can be punished by the opposition. Very clever players on show here. De Veon trying to make his way forward, just running into traffic. You see a flying challenge coming from Skipanik. Hansa Rostock with the throw here on the right-hand side. Opoku in on the left-hand side, immediately looking for Breyer. And cleared by the centre-back there. Opoku's pace is causing him all kinds of problems down that left-hand side. And Bala, the right-back, is a player who likes to bomb forward more rather than be sat defending. And just maybe taking his eye off Opoku at times. That's dangerous. Advantage played here by the referee. And in the end, Duisburg not getting any. But the referee calling a halt here. As Janssen just going down injured there. Pipic coming in on him. And Lieberknecht deep in conversation with his backroom staff, with 10 minutes to go before half-time. Neidhardt looking to slide it forward again. Looking to play the quick 1-2. Didn't quite come off, but Hansa Rostock pick it up again here. Out towards the right. Alschweder. Just keeping the ball rolling here. Pipic and Bulo. Forward for Opoku's come out towards the right-hand side for a while. And then headed away by Duisburg, and they could get the other side of Bulo here. And that's a lovely ball out towards the right-hand side for Gunter Vean. Can he find a player in the centre? He swings it over. They'll keep it in play, though. Back in towards the centre. And Hansa Rostock will manage to get this away. Well, in the end, it was two rather aimless crosses aimed towards the box there. with Duisburg looking dangerous. Bit of a let-off for Hansa Rostock there as they conceded that counter. Oh, plenty of food for thought there for Jens Hertel, that his team didn't really handle that counter-attack from Duisburg very well at all. However, the final balls in from Duisburg were poor. And it's given away again there by Hansa Rostock. Alschweder trying to track back along with Apoku. Just holding up the Duisburg counter that time. Daschner just laying it off in midfield. Now up for Albutat. Buda. A rather rushed ball forward in the end, and a foul coming in from Gindoven there on Riedel. Sonnenberg crosses the halfway line and passes square. Hansa Rostock really seeing a lot of the ball at the moment. Just trying to drop it over the top towards Apoku. I think they're trying to get him to play more centrally here after he's been giving them, the opposition, some trouble out on the left-hand side. Just Hertel pushing him towards the centre, see what he can do up there. On that occasion they couldn't find him though, Hansa Rostock. And a goal kick here for Weinkauf. Ben Baller looking forwards here. And into the corner for Gindoven, who goes down looking for the penalties, never going to get it. Good challenge there in the penalty area. And now it's Hansa Rostock's turn to go forward. This is Bulo. He's off the field in his vision there. There's a foul off the ball for sure. Daschner. Let's have another look here. And it's Riedel against Gindoven. And absolutely no chance. Gindoven looking for it. So just over 5 minutes remaining of the first half. And it's Hansa Rostock on top here at Duisburg in this crucial encounter in the Dritte Liga. It's all about the points though. As there's a chance from the edge of the box in again, it's lifted over the bar when they have the opportunity. Hanslik, it was the sub who came on in the opening 10 minutes. Just trying to guide this one, but leaning back all the way. Poor technique in the end from him. As I don't remember a shot on target as yet in this game, despite the quality we've got on show. Both attacks. So as it stands, still Eintracht Braunschweig top, leading against Preußen Münster. Duisburg here drawing 0-0 against Rostock as second. Bayern losing to Magdeburg, down to third. Würzburger Kickers in fourth, Hansa Rostock fifth. So all to play for, could shift around quite dramatically with one goal here. Duisburg will be looking to reclaim that top spot. They'll think it should be theirs at the end of the season. After their consistent performances, just with a blip at the moment though. Despite the goalless nature of this first half, it has flown by. We're coming towards the dying embers now. Don't think there'll be too much time added on. There haven't been too many stoppages in the game. The referee allowing it to flow. Despite that substitution, that injury to Granatovsky in the opening 10 minutes, perhaps we'll get a minute or two added on because of that. As is another strong challenge on Ben Baller there. This time from Neidhart, and he will get the game's first yellow card. And you can see there it's a deserved one as well. Easy decision for the referee. Just mistiming it. And that's his 10th of the season, so he will miss the next match for Hansa Rostock. And he will miss the game then on Tuesday against Kaiserslautern. The left back. As the ball just dropping towards the penalty area there, but Bulo coming in strongly. And the ball towards the right-hand side here for Duisburg. Plenty of space out there for Ginderveer, but he looks more centrally. Just forwards here, and Apoko doing good work defensively there to cover in the right-back area. Skapanik trying to attack. As there's more good news for these two teams, as Magdeburg have now gone 2-0 up against Bayern 2. Well, that's an unexpected result. Or scoreline, I should say, at this stage. Well, that throws things wide open at the top of the table. Skapanik here, just trying to find half a yard. And the pace has rather petered out of this attack here from Duisburg. Forward from Schmeling, and he's spotted the striker Vermeij going forward, charging into the box, but that's really good covering from Neidhart. Needed to get that right. Well-timed challenge. And now the ball down the line, and this is lovely. Releasing Breyer here. Looking up. What's he going to do? He's found the pass there, and that was inches away from being absolute perfection. Now the shot coming in from the edge of the box. And just wide of the target. Well, goodness me, look at this interception. A lovely looking ball across. Just doing enough, and then on the follow-up. The shot wide from Hanslik. Oh, Rostock, you'd have to say, coming up towards time added on here, which we're just about to tick into, and indeed we won't, as the half-time whistle is blown by the referee. It's 0-0, but Hansa Rostock will be disappointed not to be ahead, perhaps. They've created the better chances. They've had far more of the ball, and there's a lot for Torsten Lieberknecht to think about there, the Duisburg coach. As we go in at half-time, goalless. It's been a very good game of football so far, but we're hoping for some goals in the second half. Join us in 15 minutes or so to see if we get our wish. Welcome back to the second half here of this crucial encounter between Duisburg and Hansa Rostock in the Dritte Liga, two of the high-flying sides. The half-time scoreline is 0-0, but it's all change in the league as it's happening. So Eintracht Braunschweig, as we stand, are top of the league, leading by 1-0 against Preußen Münster. Duisburg up into second as it stands with this 0-0 result so far. Bayern 2 surprisingly losing by 2-0 at half-time at Magdeburg. Würzburger Kickers in fourth, and Hansa Rostock also in the race here are in fifth. So it looks as though Duisburg are going to make a change by bringing on Mikkels at half-time. And the story of the game is that Hansa Rostock have controlled it for large portions so far, creating the better opportunities with more of the possession. But Duisburg have looked dangerous as well whenever they've been on the attack. So we're hoping for goals, goals, goals in this game and more drama around the grounds as well on this Saturday afternoon. It could be all change in the league in 45 minutes. Who knows? The league is so tight that anything can happen. So the players just returning to the field here for the second half. Here's the confirmation coming of the substitution for Duisburg. So it looks as though Guido Wehren is the man who's coming off for Mikkels. So Granatovski was substituted by Hansa Rostock early in the game. In the opening 10 minutes due to injury. It was an early blow to them, but they settled quite well with Hanslik coming in. So let's see what awaits us in the next 45 minutes. Duisburg looking to regain top spot, having let it slip in midweek. Hansa Rostock looking to gate crash the top three. Of course, Bayern 2 can't get promotion, so positions could be shifted in the top three depending on where they finish. So away we go then, with Hansa Rostock in red, kicking from right to left in possession here, the away side. Who have looked pretty comfortable so far in the game. This is Sonnenberg picking up possession. Neidhardt, the left back for Rostock, the only player on a yellow card so far in this game. He will miss the next game against Kaiserslautern on Tuesday. For the Eastern Germans. Long ball forward now. And it's flicked on by the defender, but safely there into the hands of Weinkauf. Well, Poku was a constant thorn in the side of Duisburg in that first half. He moved more centrally as time wore on. Let's see if he can keep his influence going. As the defender there just slipping. Sonnenberg, though, regaining his footing just in time to slip it away from the danger man Vermeer. Of course, Duisburg suffering from so many injuries and missing their main talisman, Stoppelkamp. I hope to have him back for the final 3 matches of the season, just to drive them on in that promotion race. Back to Kolke, who's been pretty much untroubled. Made one good catch when under pressure in the first half. Weinkauf also didn't have any shots to face in that first half. We've had opportunities, but no one has really found the target as yet. As Apoku goes up for the aerial challenge there, and foul going against him. Janssen it was who came off worse. Well, I wonder what Thorsten Liebknecht had to say at halftime to his Duisburg side. At times he looked a little bit irritated in the first half, particularly at the start of the game. And Hansa Rostock were well on top, but they did come into it, Duisburg, at times without really showing what they can do. Not so long ago, remember, this would have been a Zweite Liga encounter. Two quality teams, big clubs at this level, looking to get back at what they will see as more their real true level in the German league system. Perhaps both also, if they're ambitious, could get to the Bundesliga. Indeed, they have been Bundesliga clubs in the past, in the recent past as well. There's now Pipic, just looking to direct operations from defensive midfield for Hansa Rostock. Forward for Neidhardt, just losing out there, and there's a strong challenge coming in on Pipic. You could hear that one. Is the referee going to pull out the yellow card for the second time here, I wonder? Coming up towards 5 minutes played, it seems didn't. Rather lenient. Now Kolka, long ball forwards here. A searching one. Hansa Rostock not able to get hold of the ball. This is Mikkels. Ball forward. Looking for Mikkels again, but the interception. As Hansa Rostock look very well organised at the back. At times Duisburg have been a bit loose, but Hansa Rostock here racing forward. Lovely 1-2, the ball across, and it's palmed away. And they do sometimes manage to really slice open Duisburg without quite finding the final ball or the effort on goal. There's a Poku. He's invited forwards here. He plays it in, and there is a save. Weinkauf just patting that one away. Lovely, lovely disguise. Looked as though Opoku was going to shoot. Instead, he dinked it over the top for Hanslik, who's stretching here to get the shot in straight at the goalkeeper. Well, that was a lovely, lovely attack there from Hansa Rostock, and unlucky not to be ahead here at Duisburg. That would really ignite this match. If the away side take the lead, Duisburg will then have to throw the kitchen sink at them. Such an important match here for both clubs. And the ball launched down the right-hand side. Easily seen off by Duisburg this time. Then the foul coming in. Hanslik that time just dragging back player Skripnik. They decide to go all the way back to the goalkeeper Weinkauf. Rather negative play there from Duisburg, and it hasn't worked out for them. As Rostock pick up possession here, but that ball around the corner, too much on it for Breyer. Breyer, who missed one of the best opportunities of the first half, and indeed the game so far, as his shot in the first 90 seconds was hammered over the bar. Butat. Ben Baller playing more centrally in defensive midfield now. This is Mikkels. Alschweder. And at the moment, Duisburg just being faced by a red wall, and they can't break through them. Not too many runners trying to break in behind. Rather playing in front of Hansa Rostock at the moment. It's Ben Baller coming more and more forward now. This is Vermey. Holding the ball up well, but he's having to retreat instead of breaking into the box, and you can see him gesturing. Why is no one playing in behind? Not too many options for him there, the Dutchman. Skripanic with the throw from the left. That's good trickery. And the ball towards the centre here. And a crashing fall. Of course, Duisburg looking for the penalty. They're not going to get it. 50-50 challenge. Let's have another look here. Well, it was Opoku who was in there challenging. And perhaps the more you see it, wow, it does look as though Opoku didn't even go for the ball. Bundling over the attacker there. Could have been a penalty, but the referee ignoring it. I have to say, in real time, it didn't look a penalty, but when you see it in slow-mo, that's a different view. There's Weinkauf safely away. Coming up towards 10 minutes into the second half here. We've seen a good chance from Hanslik for Hansa Rostock, saved by Weinkauf. And now that penalty call for Duisburg, not given. And let's hope the players can keep their discipline here as things get tetchier. The importance of this game, absolutely immense. Bulow. And Hansa Rostock keeping possession here, despite the challenges flying in from Duisburg. Now Pipic. Out for Opoku. Low ball in, and easily dealt with there by Duisburg, and a late challenge coming in from Bulow. And that is the second yellow of the game. Coming in hard there. He thought there was a chance of getting the ball. He only gets the man. And that's his fourth of the season for Kai Bulow. The man retiring at the end of the season. Lovely conditions for football, as you can see on this Saturday afternoon in Duisburg. At the moment, though, we're not being treated to any goals in the sun, but it's still been a fine game, very competitive between these two of the top sides. And there's just a bit of a coming together there between Mikkels and Sonnenberg. They've got to keep their heads here, both sets of players. And so we see another drag back there. Daschner just dragging back Skripanic, and it looks as though Hansa Rostock going to make a double change here. In fact, perhaps a triple change, as Verhoek also gets suited and booted. So it looks as though Nate, Scherf and Verhoek all going to emerge from the bench. Verhoek, of course, former Duisburg man. So let's see what the changes will be. Will they change the system here under Jens Hertel, or will they be like-for-like replacements, I wonder? Just for fresh legs coming up towards the final half hour. As we see the flick on there for Hansa Rostock. At the moment, Duisburg rather passive, I'd have to say. Doing a lot of defending. Not really taking the game to Hansa Rostock at the moment. It's the away side who are doing that right now. And there's a poor ball from Duisburg down the left-hand side. Kolka launching up towards the halfway line. Might well come straight back at him here, but it's away by Sonnenberg. To the feet of Weinkauf. Flicked on, no one can get on the end of that though for Duisburg. As this is looking more promising here, Skripnik trying to drift into the centre, looking to find Mikkels. Mikkels finally does get the ball now. Not the second time of asking, but he's faced up by two Hansa Rostock defenders. Managed to keep possession. Now launched into the box, and that can be left to fly out of play there by Kolka. Nowhere near to Vermeij. As we see, here comes the triple change from Hansa Rostock, who's going to be withdrawn. So it looks as though Kai Bulow coming off. As Nati will provide some dynamic play in midfield. Let's just get the confirmations of these substitutions here. So it looks as though it's going to be a more attacking formation as Breyer has stayed on. So it's going to be Breyer and Verhoek bang up top in a front two. On a ball across for Kolka here. Well, can they link up the front two? Breyer and Verhoek, that's the big question. They've rolled the dice. As Alschweder also replaced by Scherf. Perhaps they'll be looking for a bit more forward thrust down the left-hand side. Apoku gets it to Scherf here. The ball in, but it's just a little bit too much on it there. So Breyer recovering the ball, back in again towards the centre. And the foul given against the attacker there in the end. It's going to be a very interesting last half hour here. Can one of these teams get their noses in front? At the moment, it's Hansa Rostock who are looking more likely. And those attacking changes, they'll certainly be hopeful that they can click here. They are going for it. As it stands, they are fifth, and if they can pick up the win, then they'll be right in the promotion hunt. They'd be far from out of it if it stays as the scores all are right now. They're on 55 points. Eintracht Braunschweig, who are currently top, 3 points away, so still 9 points to play for. And an extra 2 points here and one less for Duisburg would be very welcome indeed for the away side. Challenges starting to fly in here. Here's Apoku with the nutmeg there, but unable to collect the ball on the other side. As it's getting tighter and tighter in there now. And you can see there Breyer is called up for the foul and telling his opposition player just to get up. Feels like he was just standing his ground. Well, he does come flying into the player. That is a foul. Albertad's going down. And then the confirmation of the final change as Hanslik, who came on in the first half, was withdrawn. Interesting for Verhoek. Hanslik, of course, forced the goalkeeper Wijnkalf into a save early in this second half. Now off as Nate there is accused of elbowing. Yeah, you can see just catching the player there in the face there, Schmeling going down. So what will Duisburg do here? Will they also go more attacking as this game wears on? Lieberknecht only making one change so far at half-time, with Gindovian off for Mikkels. A different type of threat, not more attacking necessarily. Here is Mikkels. Drifting inside, finding the ball forward. Might drop here. Well, the eventual shot was off the post, but offside anyway for Daschner. Well, a little wry smile there from the attacking midfielder. In fact, looking at the replay, was a foul on the defender. Just trying to toe poke it past the keeper. Unsuccessful anyway. But tight margins out there at the moment here. 0-0 with 25 minutes to play. Is there going to be a moment of magic or a mistake from either side to open the scoring here? It's been a very intense match despite the lack of fans in the stadium. At the Schau Insland Reisen Arena. Suddenly Opoku is away here down the left-hand side, and that's really great closing down from Wijnkalf. Well, he got the nod in goal from Torsten Lieberknecht, and he has repaid his manager there handsomely, coming out to snatch the ball away from Opoku, who seemed to be in acres of space, galloping into the penalty area suddenly. That is absolutely brilliant goalkeeping. Sliding out really well and taking it away from the man on loan from Hamburg. You can see emotions running high now on the sidelines. For much of the first half, Torsten Lieberknecht was sat on the bench chatting with his backroom staff. Now he's up in the technical area and feeling every moment of it. And the player down here for Hansa Rostock, Breyer, feeling the brunt of a challenge. Midway through the second half here. It looks as though we are going to see a change with Engin coming on, the number 9 for Duisburg. And it's just a chance here for the players to get some liquid on board as well. Wijnkalf, after that mistake the other day, not looking nervy, looking to prove a point, in fact. As we see now Engin to come on for Daschner. Daschner was causing trouble for Hansa Rostock. Can Engin do the same now for the remaining 22 minutes? And time is ticking down here. It remains 0-0 in this vital match in the Dritte Liga. As it stands, Duisburg in second spot in the league. 1 point behind Eintracht Braunschweig, who still lead Preußen Münster by 1-0. Level on points with Bayern 2, who are losing 2-0 to Magdeburg, and Würzburg, who won 3-0 last night. Hansa Rostock in fifth currently. How they could do with getting their noses in front here. Opoku will be hoping to do that. Nudging the ball forward. Here's Chef. Gets it onto his right. And clips it in, the chance here. And it's headed wide. Well, Verhoek, who came on as sub, his eyes would have lit up as that ball was coming in towards him. Lovely arcing ball, but couldn't quite get enough on it to redirect it on target. Chance gone. And the Duisburg subs now sent for a warm-up, so I'm sure that we'll see more coming on soon. Another promising bit of play here from Hansa Rostock, but a nice interception as the ball was played towards Opoku. Down the right-hand side here, and launched in by Breyer, flicked on by Verhoek. And Opoku hadn't quite read that. Away by the defence. Polka. Well, it's one-way traffic at the moment. Duisburg, as I mentioned earlier, passive. It's Hansa Rostock who are trying to take the ball by the horns in this game, as you see there Ben Baller going down, and the yellow card for Sonnenberg, who had ventured forward from centre-back. Yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing. It's his 9th yellow of the season. So walking the suspension tightrope for the remainder of the season then. I hope to keep him available for the final 3 games. That's incidentally the 3rd yellow of the game. All of them for Hansa Rostock players. Neidhardt and Bulo also in trouble with the referee. Duisburg really not pressing at the moment, allowing the away side plenty of time, but that one is sprayed too far over towards the left for Opoku this time. Jens Hertel pacing his technical area, you can see there in the background as the throw is taken. This is Mikkels. He tries his luck from 30 yards, lashing it over the bar. Well, at least he's trying to take a shot on here. Positive play from Mikkels, even though he couldn't find the target at all. It seems that Duisburg really missing Stoppelkamp at the moment. Kolka not challenged at all there by Vermey. He's gone quiet. Hansa Rostock really dominating possession here in this second half. Looking to score a vital goal in this game and in the league. So much to play for here as Duisburg again making a change. So it looks like Slišković about to come on for them for the final 15 minutes. Well, this is very stop-start at the moment. Duisburg not really flowing at all. If they bring on another forward in Slišković here, Duisburg might get them pumped for going forward for the final phase of this game. Well, the pace has rather gone out of it at the moment. Hansa Rostock quite content at the moment to knock the ball around. Under no pressure from Duisburg. Out towards the right-hand side here. Hansa Rostock. Matchday unable to keep possession. Bembala there stepping in, but giving the ball away to Opoku. Driving forwards here, chance for him. He passes it into the box and the cutback there is cut out. Oh, Chef was straight onto that. And another chance goes begging for Hansa Rostock. Perhaps here, rather than trying to disguise the pass, Opoku could have gone for goal himself. As now here comes Slišković. So in comes the corner. In the meantime, it's punched well away by Weinkauf. Good from him again today. Launched forward, a hopeful up and under. And the defender getting there first, Rahn. Breyer trying to make something of the ball, and it's the corner, not going to get it, I don't think, because it's going to be Vermey who is withdrawn for Slišković. So it's not as positive a move from Torsten Lieberknecht as it could have been to go two up top. It's still fresh legs as Vermey has gone rather quiet in this second half. And it looks as though he's given everything, Vincent Vermey. Well, it is a like-for-like replacement as now Vollmann going to replace Opoku for Hansa Rostock. I think Opoku disappointed that he didn't make better decisions when he had the chance to in this game. Vollmann, a clever player to bring on with 12 minutes to go, especially away from home. He can unpick a defence. Duisburg looking to build something here. Plenty of red shirts in front of them, all marking up. This is Mikkels. And Kolke comes out rather comfortably to take that towards the byline. Yes, I'd have to say it's been Jens Hertel who has been the more adventurous of the two coaches in this match, with the substitutions looking to win the game. Lieberknecht going more like for like with the replacements. Jens Hertel throwing men forward when possible. As now Riedel comes out from the back. Doesn't have any options going forward, goes back to Kolke. Well, they're playing it patiently, Hansa Rostock. They're not just bombing forward at every opportunity. As will the ball hold up here? No, it won't. It drifts out of play. With Scherf trying to get there. Weinkauf with the goal kick. Hook and Breyer looking to link up, and it drops here for Natai. Duisburg there reacting well. Slišković picks up the ball in midfield. For Štěpánek here. 10 minutes to go, still goalless. A goal now would be absolutely massive. Well, Duisburg, who were hoping to take or retake the lead at the top of the Dritte Liga, be disappointed that it stayed goalless here. At least they would go above Bayern 2 into second spot. Hansa Rostock, as it stands, fifth and just lurking behind the promotion and playoff spots dangerously. Having won 4 in a row, I wouldn't really suggest that Hertel would see this as a knockback away from home to the team who've been top of the league for large portions of the season. But 3 points would do them very nicely as Vollmann plays the ball forward. Just trying to find the late run there of Breyer into the box, but well taken by Weinkauf. Vollmann, first time ball forward, down the wing for Scherf, knocking it around the corner here. Natai with the back heel, in for Scherf, across, off the line. Can they get a shot in here? Hansa Rostock, finally it does from Pipic, and it's over the bar. Wow, Scherf with a brilliant ball in, and the defender struggling to clear off the line there. Lovely play from Natai, great link up. Hammering it across, the defender just having to clear the lines. In the end, leaning back there, Pipic. And again, Hansa Rostock don't find the targets. And they've had more chances, more shots than Duisburg, but only really tested Weinkauf once in this game with Hanslick's close-range prodded effort, which he could palm away. Duisburg creating very, very little. Well, Hansa Rostock will be thinking that this game is there for the taking if they can get their shooting boots on for the remaining 7 minutes. Vollmann since he came on, has been spraying balls around, just lying a little bit deeper on that left-hand side, allowing Chef to go forward. Are we going to see the ball hit the back of the net in this game? Deadlocked at 0-0 here, with Hansa Rostock putting all the pressure on. So free kick here for Weinkauf to take. 6 minutes remaining of the 90. Slišković holding it up. And well brought down there. Building something here, Duisburg, as Engin tries the back heel. It just gets away there from Buda. Disagreeing there with the referee. Buda now with the throw, looking for the long one, doesn't get enough distance on it, and Hansa Rostock can come away. That's a misplaced header there from Sonnenberg, but they've got away with it, Hansa Rostock. And now Vollmann getting closed down as soon as he gets the ball. Albertat doing well there to stop the driven ball forward. Lieberknecht looking for more from his side here, looking to wind them up. 4.5 minutes remain. Looking for the ball down the channel there, easily picked up by Duisburg. Forward for Slišković. Bit of a heavy touch off the chest. And Ben Baller came in to pick up possession, but couldn't find Mikkels on the left. Well, they don't look a confident side at all at the moment, Duisburg. Of course, they're missing a host of players through injury, especially Stoppelkamp in midfield to link up the attack and compare at the back to organise them and show some dominance from the back. But they look mentally not quite there at the moment, and Hansa Rostock have been on top for a long time in this game now. But are we going to see a match winner for either side? As the ball just getting lost in the sun there. Knocked out towards the left-hand side. Out for Chef. What can he produce here? Decides to knock the ball back for Pipic to have another shot. And blocked by the defender on its way through. It looked as though Weinkauf had it covered. And just to make sure the defender getting a solid boot on it. Chef with the throw now. Into the penalty area. Will drop again for Pipic. Knocks it out wide this time. First time ball in for Vollmann, looking to go around the corner. And that's great stuff again from Weinkauf. Well, I'm very pleased for the goalkeeper that he's performed so well today. After that horrible mix-up midweek. Duisburg dropped 2 important points in a 1-1 draw. As coming towards the end of the games now, Bayern 2 have pulled a goal back against Magdeburg as they look to secure at least a point. Try and keep my eye on the score lines as they're flying in now. 2 minutes to go here in Duisburg. A looped ball in this time, flicked around the corner, and that wasn't read by the Hansa Rostock players at all. 90 seconds left, plus time added on. And Ben Baller. Duisburg will be looking to nick this late. Really let Hansa Rostock play their game as there's a coming together there on this near side. Referee not calling a halt to the game. Duisburg can continue from the back. We're into the final minute now. Are we going to see some late drama? As here comes Mikkels firing it in and just over the bar. Well, he's been very positive since he came on at half-time, Mikkels, looking to win it late there. With a shot from distance, plenty of power. Not quite keeping it down, though. Let's have a look from this angle. Oh, you can see it's not far away. Very good effort from Mikkels. Well, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty now. Let's see how much time added on there will be at the end of this game. Hansa Rostock will face Kaiserslautern on Tuesday. Well, Duisburg make the trip to Viktoria Köln on the same evening. It looks as though this is going to end goalless. The big match of the day. Unfortunately, no goals so far, but it has been riveting stuff. Hansa Rostock impressing more, you'd have to say. As Pipic comes forward, playing the 1-2, and it's just behind him. Couldn't quite take it on board. Dear, oh dear. Well, Hansa Rostock have been there or thereabouts so many times in this game. And could surely have won it, but just that final ball or the final effort not quite as accurate as it should be. And it's been a massive let-off, in my opinion, for Duisburg today. They could have been staring a loss in the face for me. Rostock, the away side, will go away from this taking confidence on board because of the performance, but disappointed that they've not got the 3 points. They've been the more positive of the two sides. Torsten Lieberknecht now looking to hold on to a point. Or can they nick it here? They'll launch it upfield. As there's been a late goal at Magdeburg and Bayern 2 have equalised. And that means that they now go top of the league. Braunschweig just slipping to second. Duisburg into third, the playoff spot. But of course, Bayern 2 can't get promotion, which means that Braunschweig and Duisburg would get promotion. Würzburg, as it stands, in the playoff place. Oh dear, we're into the final minute now of time added on. Stoppelkamp leaves his seat to view this final minute. Comes the outswinger, away by Hansa Rostock. It'll come straight back in here. Can Hansa Rostock keep this one out? As there's a foul in there from a Duisburg player. Slišković just putting on too much pressure on the defender. And it looks as though it is going to end goalless here. Well, tremendous pressure down on the players on the pitch there for this 90 minutes. It's been one of the most intense 90 minutes that I've seen this season in the Dritte Liga. No goals. And we'll have to see what happens for the remainder of the season for these two. Jens Hertel will be satisfied with a point, but disappointed his team didn't pick up all 3. Torsten Lieberknecht will be disappointed with the performance, but at least they do get another point to their name in the hunt for promotion. And a late comeback from Bayern 2 really has put the cat amongst the pigeons. in the chase for the championship. As it's all changed, goodness me. Well, unbelievable stuff. But here it ends goalless between Duisburg and Hansa Rostock. And of course you can join us for the remainder of the season. The final 3 games coming up. There's also games tomorrow as well to finish this match day. But thank you very much for joining me on this Saturday afternoon for that goalless draw. See you for the next game. Take care and goodbye.
Ja, jetzt sofort? Sofort, das wäre super. Dann kriegt er die jetzt zuerst, weil der hat ja noch eine lange Reise. Das stimmt. Ja, Vincent, das war jetzt nicht so, ne? Unentschieden hilft keinem irgendwie.